and to focus on what we already know.
I love that. And another question will be, when did you start doing this? Is this something new? Is like a pilot, kind of like summer camp, or have you done it for a while?
No. Okay. So that's it. We were talking about that before the show, actually. So this is years in the making. I have 2 kids who are neurodivergent. Okay. So I've had lots of experience with my own kids. And our director, Kim Gallet, she is an ESE teacher at Talbot Elementary. She has 13 years of experience working with special needs kids. The summer staff that we have is amazing. We've got paraprofessionals from the school district. We've got college kids who've worked at other sleepover camps for kids with special needs. We've got lots of really diverse staff with a lot of experience.
I love that.
But we as an organization are brand new. We're starting June 9th is the first day of our camp.
Nice, but I love how it comes from base on your own experience, your friends and those that you have around, and experience and everything that you guys have learned, you can pass it on to the kids and to the parents, giving that possibility. I love that.
And that's a big part too. We're trying to have a really strong family engagement part of this. And so we're going to have evening and weekend opportunities where the families can just come and parents can kind of just having kids with special needs really puts you in a special group of parents, and it really does help to hear that other people are having the same experience as you, and you're not alone, and oh my gosh, my kid does that too, oh, what can you do? And it's really nice. So that's something that we really want to focus on.
I heard a mother the other day, she have a kid with special needs, and she was telling me, she was like, being a parent is special, but being a parent with a kid with special needs is extra special. I was like, wow, you literally say it all in one quote, because it's that extra preparation, that extra delicacy that you have to have, with the topic, with the behavior, with others around, other family members at school, this type of organization. It's like a whole thing.
How amazing is that, Children's Trust of Alachua County is supporting these wonderful summer camps. How inspiring and motivating. I mean, Lisa just mentioned Special Olympics. We just had a touch run with the law enforcement, and we are very, I feel like they are all my friends, like personally. I see Jason, his father, all of them, and they always hug me, and it's so incredible meeting in this case the athletes, but all of the kids that they have special needs. And when you see them and you actually are able to also see all the activities that you, because of your support, they are now they've been provided with all of these tools. It is incredible. I mean, Marsha, how do you feel when you see all this initiative happening in the community? I mean, how do you feel about that?
Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, we've been hearing for a couple of years now that there was a need for more activities and just support for our families with special needs. So I am just honored that we are able to provide this funding for folks they were already planning, they just were looking for an opportunity. And the fact that we were able to give them an opportunity and they were successful in getting this grant, and now they'll have it over 3 years. And so like anything that's new, I was love listening to you say, we want to start here and then we build. So imagine where they're going to be in 3 years and what kinds of support families will have and these children will have after 3 years of funding and coming to this particular summer camp. So I am so pleased.
I love it.
And hopefully further than 3 years, right?
Exactly. So Lisa,
the first of many.
Yeah.
Exactly. So Lisa, with these funds, for example, what is the focus, the ultimate goal to use these funds for?
The ultimate goal is going to be to keep our kids safe and to have fun. That's our plan for the summer, and we really could absolutely not do it without the Children's Trust. Most of our kids are we have very high care needs, we have very high therapy needs, and the parents have a lot of out-of-pocket expenses, more so than a typically developing child. And so having the funds from the Children's Trust has opened this up to so many more kids that we wouldn't be able to serve otherwise. So we're really, really thankful for the Children's Trust partnership.
And how does the schedule look like throughout those 2 weeks or a week that the summer camp takes place? And what's kind of like the schedule? Do the parents drop off the kid early, pick it up at night, or what's the process?
So we are running 8 full weeks of camp.
I'm curious, saying 2 weeks.
No,
8 weeks.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the other thing is a lot of times the kids will get like the extended school year option through the school district. Amazing, wonderful program. Usually about a half day. And so then the parents are left for, well, what do I do after? I still have to work a full day, you know? So we're doing, the actual camp is from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., but we do have extended care from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So that will allow parents to work a full day. I don't even remember what the question was because I was just so excited about our 8 weeks.
It was just about the schedule, how much time and kind of like the dropping out and picking up process.
And we do, a lot of parents have asked, do we have to be there at a certain time? And on field trip days, yes, we need to be there so we can go on our field trip. But other than that, we know that sometimes kids are not ready to leave when we're supposed to be at school, you know? And so when you get there, great. And if you need to leave early because you're having a hard day or because you have a therapy appointment or whatever, we are not requiring you have to be there all day. If you get here late, you know, we are being as flexible as possible for these kids.
And besides of the special care that you mentioned, you guys will provide throughout the summer camp, what about food and drinks for the kids? Is that going to be provided or the parents have to bring it
The parents are going to bring it in. Okay. And one of the big reasons is because a lot of our kids have some sensory issues and they have very specific foods that they like and they have some very specific foods that they don't like. We have kids who will only drink out of this red water bottle. And the parents know that, and that's why they have 5 of those red water bottles at home. And so if we try to give them a different water bottle, it's not going to work. So we really felt like this is going to be a better choice for us if we let the kids bring in what they're comfortable with and take it from there.
That's a good collaboration and preparation from your side, you know, as the person that is providing the summer camp, but also the parents preparing the kids to be part of it, you know, as they want. Very important.
Absolutely.
What ages are we talking about?
So we're targeting elementary aged kids, so rising kindergartners through 5th graders.
Is there any limit to young or to old?
Gosh, I hate that because, you know, our name is Limitless Adventures.
I am sorry for the question.
No, but we did want to just start. Like I said, we wanted to start small. We wanted to start with a targeted audience. I think our oldest camper is 10 years old. But we know a lot of these camps do end at the elementary age, and a lot of our friends still need care, and they still need things to do in the summer. And so, again, in the future, as our years go on, we do want to open this up to older kids, and even have opportunities for, you know, high school kids to come in and work at the camp or be volunteers at the camp and really make this into a whole community program.
Love that. And where is this happening? Is it here in town?
It's in Gainesville. We're renting space from Persimmon School. They are another amazing partner of ours. And we are renting space from their 6th Street location. She has 3 classrooms that she's renting out to us, as well as 2 playgrounds. And then in the fall, Bonnie Bowman is a little shout out to Bonnie. She's also recently expanded. So there's 2 Persimmon locations. So in the fall, we'll move over to the Millhopper Persimmon location.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lisa, all of what you are mentioning, it sounds like a lot of work. So I can only imagine. So how big is your staff, your team? How many people? Like, how does it work?
Yeah, so we're, again, starting small. We did want to have a ratio of campers for 5 campers to every 1 adult. So we have 20 to 25 campers every week. And we've got a staff of maybe 10 to 12. So we have some staff that are working full-time hours, and then most of our staff is part-time, because it really does take a lot of energy and a lot of emotional regulation skills to be having fun and keeping everybody safe. And so we really wanted to kind of have like you work in the morning and then you have the rest of the day to take your break. Because again, a lot of our staff are also school board employees. So this is also the kind of their downtime. We didn't want to burn them out.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very well thought.
So now, my question to Children's Trust, Marsha, so when someone comes to you, to Children's Trust of Alachua County, to ask you or to propose, like, we want to be part of your funding programs, we want to be funded by Children's Trust of Alachua County, how is the process? How, and also how that process can begin, like, so you can before you present that to the county, because a lot of people, they want to be funded, they want to be, but they don't know how to do that, and they might have a wonderful question, they might have a wonderful cause idea, but they don't know how. So how does it work?
So the first thing they do is just contact us. We have a great team. Our Chief Operating Officer, Christy Goldwire, is actually here hiding in the corner. But between Christy and myself, or our Director of Programs, we would sit with you, talk with you about your idea, what you've been doing, what you would like to do. Sometimes it's just a matter of us gathering information from you, talking to you about when we will have open funding opportunities. Lisa's the director of Limitless, actually met with Christy. We were just talking about it last fall, and Christy was able to share with her that we were going to have this open opportunity in January. And so they were able to go and look at old applications, but it gives you an opportunity to plan for those open funding opportunities. We have many grants. So it may be that someone is thinking about doing something that's really unique. Again, having a conversation with us, we'd be able to tell you what the criteria is to receive one of those mini grants. So it all begins with a conversation. It's really that simple.
Wow, that's amazing, because that's great news. It's not like it takes years. It actually is less than a year since last fall.
It really depends. We have funding opportunities that we know are gonna open up. Let's say 6 months. It could be a year, but it gives you ample opportunity to look at what others are doing, go have conversations with them, come back and have conversations with us to find out, hey, Marsha, we were thinking about doing this. Don't know that that's something we would fund. Why don't you look at doing this? So you're able to receive alternatives and really plan for what you want to put out when that application opens.
That is awesome. If you are just tuning in, you are listening to the Children's Trust of Alachua County monthly segment here at Tu Fiesta Radio 95.7. We are right now with Marsha, who is the president. I like to call you president. I don't know why. You are my president, So Marsha, representing Children's Trust of Alachua County, and also Lisa from Limitless, right? All right. I got it right. And Limitless is actually bringing to Gator Nation is very first summer camp. Is that the very first summer camp?
For Limitless Adventures, yes. This
Perfect.
is our very first summer camp.
So you guys if you have any questions or concerns, or would like to be part of this summer camp, or you would like to be funded, you have an idea or a nonprofit organization, leave your comment below. We're live right now, 95.7, also on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook, and you feel free to send that message. Before we end, we're going to do a summary in Spanish as well, to translate the whole information as well for our Latino community and our Latino nonprofit that might want to get funded or get involved more with Children's Trust of Alachua County. But now my question, Lisa.
Oh, goodness.
Are you excited, nervous? How are the feelings, the emotions for the very first summer camp? Because, you're always like, oh my God, everything can go so good. Everything go,
Absolutely. Because we have the Children's Trust backing, I'm very excited. If we didn't have that, I would be much more nervous. But we feel very confident in our abilities. We feel very confident in the staff that we've hired, and we're really excited to get started.
That's awesome. Yay! And actually, we have a question here for you. Yes, we have a question from the audience, and this question is brought to you, of course, by Children's Trust of Alachua County. He said, "Is Children's Trust related to the Things Work of Alachua program?"
Yes.
And guess what? Guess why that question? Because we've been promoting here the Things Work since last year, remember?
Right. Yeah. We have someone from Goodwill. I think they came right to explain the whole process and all that.
Yeah, and we also had another team that came and talked about the whole thing as well. That's why they are wondering if it's exactly the same. The one and only Children's Trust of Alachua County. So, what are your hopes, Lisa, for the future with your entire organization, especially with this program that to me is amazing as a parent, because when the summer arrives, you don't know where to look, to the left, to the right, you don't know what to do. So what are the hopes for the future?
Yeah, our hopes are we just keep growing. We want to get bigger, not too big, because we want to keep our small ratios. We want to be able to serve older kids, and we want to have our own space. We want to have our own building so that we can have our own I don't even know, area that we can kind of have a home space for our families to come and really feel like they belong. That is our vision, is that all children have a place where they belong. And that's really what we're hoping for.
I love the ambition, but at the same time, how you keep like, I want to go big, but not too big, because I want to take care well of the people that we have. And that's very, very important. Sometimes, organizations or events, these type of things, they grow up so fast that they forget the focus, which is the kids in this place, that their care, their improvement, their involvement, so many things. So I love that.
Yeah, we are a nonprofit organization. So all the money that we take in, we're literally just putting right back into the organization. So our bottom line is not numbers, you know what I mean? It's just necessary to grow. So we're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for donations, and we're really excited for the future for sure.
That is fantastic. Well, I see some other questions coming in, and while those questions are getting here through our app, well, it's already here. The question, the comment, it says, we apply for the Teens Work program for Sammy this month for the summer, but we were told it's already full, and they will keep him on the list for the next session. Do you know when is the next session? When the next session will be?
So there are actually two parts or two phases of Teens Work. There's the summer program, and then there's a fall leadership cohort. So I would guess, this is me guessing, that the fall cohort will open up sometime in late August, early September for a October kickoff. I'm looking at Christy over there in the corner. So tell that parent, I'm assuming, or young person, to stay tuned.
Oh, I love it. That's what happens when you promote. Boom, 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 boom.
And he might be lucky. Remember when they came last time to share, they kind of like could keep him in a waiting list. So if someone decides to go out or doesn't qualify, he might be able to fit in.
There is a wait list.
Absolutely. So, just to translate a little bit in Spanish, estamos hablando con Lisa de esta organización sin fines de lucro, se llama Limitless, y tienen un campamento de verano que estará sucediendo, obviamente, ya en este verano que se aproxima, y Children's Trust de Alachua County, quienes son nuestros auspiciadores, y me ayuda si se me queda algo, han sido lo que les han dado los fondos para que ellos operen absolutamente todo este magnífico programa, que nada más de conversar es una operación grandísima de staff para niños con condiciones especiales.
Correcto.
Y pues nosotros estamos conversando tanto con Marsha de Children's Trust como con Lisa de la organización sin fines de lucro. Algo que se me esté quedando.
El programa va a ser de 8 semanas, y es bueno saberlo, desde la mañana, 8 de la mañana, 5 de la tarde. Tiene un horario extendido también para aquellos padres que quizás necesiten buscar a sus hijos a las 6, un poquito más tarde. Ellos lo pueden hacer también. El Summer Camp va a proveer todo. Lo único que se le pide a los padres que traigan es la comida de los mismos niños, pues porque entendemos que muchos niños con condiciones especiales tienen su cierta dieta, alimentación, comida, lo mismo que comentó ella. Me gusta mi agua del vaso rojo, tiene que ser el vaso rojo el que es, entonces los padres los preparan a ellos para dejarlos en el summer camp. Yo creo que eso es parte de todo como tal.
Exactamente. So we just translate a little bit with some, summarizing what we've been talking about. But are you guys still accepting, new kids for the summer camp? If you are, what's the process of that for registration? and what are the requirements in case parents, because as you see, people are gonna be asking once they hear about it, because it is a wonderful program, by the way.
Absolutely. So we are full right now, but we are accepting waitlist applications because, again, summers are always crazy. We never know when a trip might come up and the kid, takes the week off camp. But the applications are on our website, which is limitlessadventures.org. And that's the same place you can go if you want to volunteer with us, if you want to make any donations. But there's no real requirements. We are an inclusive camp. So we do have some siblings of our special needs friends who are going to be coming to camp with us this year. So it's not, you don't have to have a diagnosis. We're not asking for any of your doctor's notes or visits. So we're really just accepting you for who you are. That's our goal.
Are you willing and flexible to work with parents? Maybe one parent want their kids used for 4 weeks, and then is another parent waiting on that waiting list to jump into the other 4 weeks?
Yep. Okay. We just sign up 1 week at a time.
Okay.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yep.
That is awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Limitless with Lisa having a wonderful summer camp for kids with special needs. Now, I don't want to finish before mentioning that we had an amazing event with Children's Trust of Alachua County, the most incredible open house. I mean, serious. I went there and I thought it was me with, like any event.
Your friends.
The family.
When I went there, everybody was there and everything. Like, I don't know how many vendor food trucks. You even had the Circus of Gainesville or something like that.
Circus, oh my God. Circus Center.
Circus Center. Everybody was there and like performing, and I was like, wow. Yeah. So that was amazing. Great job, you, Christy, all of your team. I want to congratulate obviously Ken Cornell, the
our
friend
chair of our board.
Yes. Hugs to you, Ken. Thank you for everything that you do. So what is next? What's coming? Let's talk about events, exciting news.
So exciting news. I brought copies. So when we talk about our programs, a lot of our families would often ask, do you have something for us that really highlights what you all do and who you fund? So we fund over 80 programs and providers throughout our county, literally all over Alachua County. So we now have a program guide. So that's what I'm holding in my hand. You can find this at our office. So anyone interested, if you contact the Children's Trust, we can send you one. You can drop by and pick one up. You can also find it online for those of you who are, technologically savvy. I'm kind of old school. And then our newest item is our new magazine. It's called The Playbook. And so same thing. We've got playbooks online. You can pick them up. You're going to start seeing them flooding our community with resources. So the playbook is going to have articles in here, tips for families, for parents, and it literally follows the parent's journey, the child's journey, right? From 0 to age 18. So there's something in here for everyone. And then resources in the back. So if you were thinking, again, about summer camps or, how do I qualify for whatever it is? I need to talk to somebody about Medicare or Medicaid or whatever it is. You're going to find resources in our playbook. So we are so excited about this. This is we called it a teaser, and it's the first edition. The next edition will be a little larger, and it's going to come out in the fall around September. So we're really excited about that.
I love that. Like a mini newsletter, right? I love it.
And next month, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are going to be releasing our very first episode with the Children's Trust of Alachua County podcast.
Talk about exciting.
Talk about exciting. I can't wait to see, Marcia, that's what I'm talking about.
Doing some interviews.
Yes. We are so excited. And I want to say thank you to you all for providing us this opportunity to tell the stories of so many great folks just like Lisa and Kim here in the county. They're doing great work on behalf of our children, on behalf of our families. And it's kind of our love letter to the community to be able to say, listen, this is what we have in our community. We're really special. And we have people who do great work. So I hope everybody will listen in to the podcast, and thank you all for giving us a venue for our podcast.
Absolutely.
I love
That's
that.
what
And
we're
these
here
are
for.
the type of organizations and stories that deserve a follow-up, So we would love to hear back from you after the camp to see what
Awesome.
worked, what didn't work, what was good, what was bad,
I'd love to
what
come
was the
back.
experience. So that would be great to have you
Awesome.
again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe I can be on the podcast.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think so.
You're on
There
her
you go.
list already.
There you go. What a wonderful and fun segment we have. Let us know your questions in the comments. Like this family, send us your question through Tu Fiesta Radio app. You can download it on your phone, on your iPhone, on your Android, and just keep the fiesta going at home. Take us with you. Let us be your coffee, as I told Marsha. And thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Lisa, so much
Absolutely.
for sharing
Thank you
this
for
with us.
having me.
Absolutely. We love supporting our nonprofit community, and we love what Children's Trust Valacho County does and is doing with our community. Is amazing. Gotta tell you, I was so impressed when I went to my very only commission meeting, and you guys presented every single project with numbers and all the investment that you guys are doing in all of this program. It is amazing what you guys are doing. So thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it here at Tu Fiesta Radio. So now, with that being said, we are ready to continue with our Tuesday.
All right.
Is that right? Thank you, Marcha. Thank you,
Thank
Christy.
you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Guys.
En Latino nos vemos mañana en el show de la mañana. Este servidor Elio Piedra.
Y Mafer. We'll see you
And
tomorrow.
we have here Marcha.
Bye bye.
Desde la casa
De los latinos.
En Gainesville, Florida, la casa de los latinos. Fiesta, Tu Fiesta Radio. Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música, la casa de los latinos. En Gainesville, Florida, 95.7. Tu Fiesta Radio.
No. Mira lo que les he hecho a mi camioneta. Esto es tu culpa.
Yo estaba primero saliendo y usted me chocó a mí.
No.
Fuiste tú.
Yo voy a llamar ahora mismo a Jeffrey Melton, mi abogado.
Jeffrey, mi esposo, llámalo.
Meldon Law habla Jeffrey.
Una mujer loca aquí. Me acaba de tocar la camioneta.
Jeffrey, honey.
¿Un cliente nuevo? Sí, pero un poco complicado.
Saludos mis hermanos latinos, soy Gilberto Santa Rosa y los invito a sintonizar Tu Fiesta
Hola,
Radio.
¿qué tal? It's your girl Becky G. Los quiero mucho.
Camilo, tú sabes cómo va, te habla Nicky Jam.
Hola, soy Shakira.
Dímelo, Raúl Alejandro. Nosotros somos el grupo Manana.
Soy Melina León, sintoniza en Tu Fiesta Radio.
Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Yo soy Juanes.
Somos Flor de Tabaco y los invitamos a sintonizar Tu Fiesta Radio.
La variedad 24/7.
Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música, la casa de los latinos. En Gainesville, Florida, 95.7. Tu Fiesta Radio.
We're the Martin family, and we've been members of Campus USA since 1998.
It's very important to have a personal relationship with anyone you're doing business with. They don't try to guide you in another direction when they know who you are and what you're trying to do.
I think they give a lot of people a chance that other financial institutions would not.
Everyone, helps you. Make sure you have what you need, exactly what you want, in the way that you want it.
I don't feel like a customer at campus. I feel like I'm a member of their family.
Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música, la casa de los latinos. En Gainesville, Florida, 95.7. Tu Fiesta
It's moving time in Gainesville.
Other guys, we're on it. We got a job.
Let's do it.
All right, come on, bring it on back. You got plenty of space. You ain't gonna hit it. Uh-oh.
UF Mover, guys.
On it. Hey, we got a job.
UF Mover, guys. UF Mover, guys. Reliable, fast, professional, insured.